Greetings, folks. This is DC Investing. I have reached financial independence, and I talk about topics to help others on their pathway to financial independence. And today, the topic is about a stock that's going to pay me $1,671 on, what is it, August 7th. So, a lot of folks out there like the idea of passive income, they like the idea of dividend income. I'm one of those people. So, let me tell you about this particular stock. It's not investment advice, but it's just something to understand and know about because maybe you're one of those folks that likes the idea of dividends. So this stock is, the ticker is USAC. It is USA Compression Partners. What's interesting, you can buy and sell the stock like a typical company on the stock exchange, but it's actually not a corporation. It's a master limited partnership. So what that means is you get a K-1 statement every year that you need to enter into your taxes. And there's some pros and cons to that. I don't mind K-1 statements at all. The other thing that's interesting is this distribution comes to me not in the form of a dividend, but in the form of return on capital, which I think is great. So what that means is I don't have to pay taxes now on this distribution. I will end up paying taxes on this if I ever decide to sell these shares. So super great tax efficiency, which I really love. So USA Compression Partners is part of the energy midstream sector. They aren't the pipelines themselves, but they provide the equipment to pressurize pipelines. And so every time you have a pipeline that happens out there, they need compression in order to push this energy around. And that's what the compression stations are used for USA Compression. I think they also may help to bring oil or natural gas up from underneath the ground if they don't have pressure on their own. So it's vital energy infrastructure, um, uh, industrial components. So that's what this one does. Now, I have owned this stock for 3 or 4 years. Um, I mean, I've kind of added to my holdings over time, but I really like the dividends. And so basically, this stock has a yield of 7.79%, which is awesome, super good. As far as dividend goes, I mean, you can't get anywhere near that with the S&P 500, and I really like both that, I get paid once a quarter and it's a high yield. I kind of believe that this company has critical infrastructure components that we have to have, and so I don't think the company's going anywhere. So 7.79% is a huge yield. Now, if you kind of know about the law of 72, the rule is if you take the number 72 and divide your rate into it, it tells you how many years it takes for you to double your money, assuming you're reinvesting dividends. And so 7.72 is higher than 7.2. And if you had 7.2 into 72, that would give you 10 years. So USA Compression Partners, just in the dividend alone, assuming you're going to reinvest that dividend, will cause your investment to double in less than 10 years. So that's pretty cool. That's just the dividend yield, nothing to do with the value of the shares. So over the past while, these shares have grown. They haven't grown, in my account, as much as some of the actual pipeline companies themselves. I think I'm up near 30% or something on these shares, but I didn't buy them all at the optimal time. I didn't trust the MLPs from the beginning as much as I could have because I just was curious about how the K-1 statements work and whatnot. So I kind of went in slowly. I wish I would have bought a whole lot more because it's a great time to invest in these companies. And on their investor presentation, they said over the past 3 years, the S&P 500 would have returned you 48%. But if you own the shares of USA Compression Partners, you would have got a return of 68%. So that's really cool over the past 3 years. And then on a 5-year thing, the S&P 500 is up 66%, but USA Compression is up 194%. So big gains over the past 5 years. Now, I have to give the disclaimer on that. The reason why they're up so much over the past 5 years is because when COVID happened, every energy name just cratered, and the pipelines were no exception. In fact, they cratered a whole lot more than the regular market did. And so they're starting from a low point when they're looking at this example, but So did a lot of other shares too for a lot of different stocks. But anyhow, just kind of know that from 2013 to 2020, a lot of the energy names really struggled as the price of oil kind of consistently went down. But ever since 2020, everything energy related has done better. So anyhow, I do just like the distributions from this. I just plan on holding this stock for a long, long time. And ideally, if I just hold this till the end of my life, die, pass it on to my kids, they'll get a step up in basis. And so the taxes on the return of capital that I'm not paying now, I will never pay, assuming that's what happens. But, that's a long shot because companies get bought, they merge, they go out of business. So will that happen? Who knows? But in 10 years' time, if I reinvest dividends, then I'll have 100% of my money back, and that's great. So this is only one of the companies that I purchase or that I own. I like all the MLPs, so I'm in a ton of them because I just really like the distributions. So anyhow, in order to get that, what was it, $1,671 dividend, I have to own the shares by the ex-dividend date, which is coming up is July 27th. I may not publish this video before this time, but just know you have to own shares before the ex-dividend date. So if you miss this one, you'll get that chance to own them again. 3 months after that, you have to own the shares the day before the ex-dividend date. And then if you own them on the dividend, they'll record that, and then you get paid a little bit later. And so for USAC Compression Partners, they will pay August 7th. So I'll get paid August 7th, and I get that $1,671 pay thing once every quarter. And so what is the total payment I get? Like $6,000 or something a year, which is great. I think that's awesome. And I love the high dividend distribution at 7.7%. That's really great. So some other things on this. What else is there? On the investor presentation slides, it says the CAGR for this company has been 13% since 2022, and that is, oh gosh, I forgot it, compound annual growth rate. So 13% CAGR since 2020, but again, 2020 was that low time, so just keep that in mind. What else? Oh, so how much do I own of this in order to get that dividend? I have $86,768 of this particular stock in order to get the dividend yield that I get. And like I said, it's not, it's kind of up there in terms of like what I own, but I own a lot of other MLPs, and I just have a lot more in the other ones. This is kind of like a offshoot, and I kind of learned about it by looking at the holdings of a couple ETFs that I started out with. One is MLPA and the other is AMLP. So I was looking at the holdings that those guys had because I assumed they knew more about the industry than I did. And so originally I just kind of mirrored my holdings based off of what the ETFs did. And the reason why I didn't just do the ETF, two reasons. One, the ETFs have an expense ratio of about 0.5%. And when you have the number of shares that I do, it turned into, enough money to make me want to think that, hey, I just want to do it myself. And two, when you buy the ETF, the payments don't come as return of capital very often. They come as ordinary dividends often. And I just like the tax benefits of owning the things myself, dealing with the taxes, because it keeps my tax rate low right now, which is great. And it also makes me look really poor on paper. So I am in retirement right now, and I'm getting subsidies for the ACA program because my income looks low, because return of capital does not count towards MAGI for the ACA program, which is great. So, so that's a benefit. Oh, also the prices of the shares aren't too overvalued right now. A lot of the, and that's just my opinion, a lot of the master limited partnerships that are out there, like Energy Transfer, Energy Production Partners, PAA, Plains All American, Western Midstream, their share prices have all gone up quite a bit since the Gulf War started. USA Compression Partners has gone up some, but it also came down. It's not too high over its 200-day average. I tend to like to acquire more shares when these partnerships get to near the 200-day average or below the 200-day average. I typically don't sell any of my shares, I just acquire. And I need to acquire because I don't use all the dividends that come in. So I'm constantly, I got to put the rest of them to work. I know I should probably spend more, but I'm still in this joyful time where I have enough to meet all my needs and I don't need any more, but I still like the idea of my net worth increasing. And um, so what was I saying with that? So I'm repurchasing stock. Oh yeah, so I look for things that get near the 200-day average, and then I pick up some more shares because I like the dividend. I want to buy it at good time frames. So USA Compression Partners right now, it's not too far above the 200-day moving average. It could go below, you never know. But I tend to like to kind of pick up some shares when it's near or below the 200-day moving average. And, things could always continue to go down further. So, buyer beware. But, I think all of the MLPs should continue to kind of slowly go up with inflation. At least that's my thought. This isn't investment advice or anything, but I need to find investments that keep above the rate of inflation in order to keep my net worth preserved. And so I just kind of nibble at these different shares. I think I bought some more SPH, Suburban Propane Partners, not too long ago because they had kind of a share price fall. And so I picked up some more of that. I bought a little bit of MPLX not too long ago when they kind of got near the 200-day, but they've all, like everything since the war started up again, has just gone up. So, take a look at this company. It's something that is interesting. I love the high yield. Some people, some of the worries behind a high yield stock is that, they could have the possibility